Am I really at risk? Secure your website and computer. You can find out if your site has any security flaws with Rescan. Rescan checks your site against a huge list of known exploits, and it checks multiple layers of the WordPress stack. It looks for flaws in your network, on the web server, PHP and WordPress itself. You can get a quick picture of your risk level just by typing in the URL of your site and hitting scan. This will tell you how many risks there are, but it won't describe them. To get the full details, you need to register your site and prove you own it. This is a security feature. If you could type in any site and see all the weaknesses, Rescan would be a great tool for hackers. Most websites trigger more than a few warnings. If any of your site's components are outdated, you could see a ton of alerts. Don't ignore them, these potential exploits are real, and they can cause havoc. To the XML-RPC attack of 2017. To illustrate the point, let's take a trip back in time, all the way back to February 2017. Click link to buy. Back then, a zero-day weakness was discovered in the core WordPress files. It related to XML-RPC, which is a WordPress API. XML-RPC is quite a neat feature. It allows people to publish content without having to log on to their site. Instead, they use a handy app that communicates with their server over the web. XML-RPC has been around for a long time, and there are quite a few apps that use it. The WordPress security team have maintained the code quite well over the years. But somehow, a security weakness managed to slip through the cracks. On the 20th of January, the WordPress team was contacted by Securi, who had discovered the problem. They rushed to fix it and released the patch in WordPress 4.7.2. 4.7.2 was released on the 26th of January. On the 1st of February, Aaron D. Campbell published a disclosure urging users to update their version of WordPress. In the post, he explained why the fix was important. By this point, many users would already installed 4.7.2 through the admin panel. But the WordPress team wanted to ensure everyone knew about the exploit and updated. This was the first public announcement of the weakness. By this point, most users were safe. WordPress had pushed to fix. Services like Securi had added firewall fixes to prevent the hack, and managed hosting companies had fixed their customers' sites. That still left a lot of sites exposed. Within 48 hours of the announcement, there were more than 20 large-scale attacks underway. Over 66,000 sites were defaced. Even now, months later, there are thousands of defaced sites on the web. Some of the defacements were politically motivated. Hacking example. Others were an attempt to collect ransom. Hacking extortion example. In all cases, it caused a lot of disruption for the website owners. The point of this story is not to point the finger of blame at the WordPress team. They acted fast. Securi acted responsibly in keeping the exploit secret until WordPress had fixed it. In fact, if we need to lay blame at anyone's door, it would be the website owners. Ultimately, you're responsible for your site's security. Companies like Securi and groups like WordPress can help, but when users ignore their advice, WordPress can't be blamed for the consequences. This is not an isolated incident. Every day, thousands of WordPress sites get hacked through one exploit or another. It's very rare that the security hole lies in a core WordPress file. 3. Why do people hack sites? Why do people hack sites? When it comes to big organizations, it's easy to understand why they would be hacked. Why do people hack banks? To steal money. Why do people hack government agencies? To steal secrets, or to cause chaos. Why do people hack smaller websites? Here are some reasons. Defacement ransom to spread malware to build a botnet email spam phishing SEO parasite SEO and backlink building. Defacement is quite a common threat, and there are several common motives. Often defacements are political. An attacker will take over your site and use it to spread their message, often when that message is too controversial to publish legitimately. Some defacements are little more than web graffiti, often they're childish and vulgar. While defacement is bad, ransom tactics are worse. An attacker will destroy or encrypt the site's original content, and demand payment to fix it. Hacked sites can also be used to spread malware. Drive-by attacks can infect a website visitor without any action on their part, apart from visiting an infected site. A hacker can also take over your server and use it to launch attacks against other targets. It's a popular way to perform DDoS attacks. Hackers call their collection of hacked machines a botnet. Web hosts with email servers are another juicy target for hackers. Delivering millions of ads for little blue pills is hard. Spam complaints prevent many emails from getting through. One solution is to steal someone else's email server and use their good reputation to get those ads into the victim's mailboxes. Phishing covers a wide range of tactics to trick people into handing over their personal data. Trading on someone else's good reputation is an effective tactic. People are more likely to give their details to someone they trust. Black hat SEOs sometimes hack sites to speed up the ranking process. They plaster their content all over a legitimate site with decent authority, parasite SEO, and blast it with backlinks from other hacked sites. Some hackers even offer hacked links as a service. Of course, it's highly illegal and puts their clients at risk. So, there are lots of reasons why sites get hacked. These were just a few of them. 4. What to do if your site has been hacked. Website hacked. Here's some tips. Recovering from a hack can be easy or hard. It depends on how prepared you are. If you have daily backups, you can bring your site back online in moments. If you don't, well, you're going to have a bad time. Backing up your site isn't hard. You can use a simple plugin, like my WP Backup Pro. 5. Get your site back online. Talk to server support. Often, the first step is getting your hosting company to restore your site. Hacked sites often spread malware, which is bad news for everyone. Malware-infected sites are blacklisted and often get shut down. Hosting companies want to maintain their reputation, and they'll suspend an account that actively spreads malware, even if it's unintentional. If your hosting company has suspended your account, you'll have to contact them first and ask them to restore your server. Until your server is online, you can't do anything. Most hosting companies offer their customers multiple contact methods. You can send them an email, phone their call center, or engage in instant messaging. Simply explain that your site was hacked, and they'll restore your account. 6. Identify your site's weaknesses. Identify your site's weaknesses. Before you fully restore your site, you need to understand what allowed the attack to happen, otherwise, your site could be re-hacked in moments. Your site has a weakness that hackers can use to take over, and you have to patch that weakness. We'll use a couple of tools to identify weaknesses. The first is Rescan, which we mentioned above. The second one is the Security plugin. 7. Install Security. Install Security Server plugin. The Security plugin has an impressive range of features, including a set of post-hack actions. You can even install it after your site has been hacked and use it to remove the infection. WordFence is another popular security plugin, but Security just manages to beat it in terms of features and performance. Thanks for watching.